Hi, and welcome to RickSwanRacing. I am back on LeMans Ultimate, jumping into some GT racing. Not gonna lie, I was gonna try to do some prototype racing, but I couldn't find anybody that was signing up for it. So I am jumping into the Ferrari and going to do some GT racing. So I'm gonna get out here, try to get some practice in, because I've been driving the last couple days. I've been driving the prototypes, and so I guess I better get my feet wet with the GTs a little bit before the racing starts. Got about 10 minutes to get some laps under my belt. Had to quickly swap the cockpit back into GT mode from being in prototype mode.
Blue flag.
Gotta swap the cockpit. Gotta swap my mind a little bit, I guess. This is a new layout for MOZA for me as well, so this is going to be interesting. I have not raced this layout of MOZA without the chicane. I'm sure it'll be a whole lot of carnage coming into this corner. Yeah, I got all excited to do a bunch of prototype racing, but last 2 days I've logged in and tried to find a good mixed class race or something, and not a whole lot of that going on. Let this guy go by me.
Blue flag.
Clear right. Cold tires. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some GT racing during the evenings here, and then on this weekend maybe I'll try to get into a mixed class race.
Yellow flag, watch out. We think Harry has gone off.
But I'm going to race a little bit of Ferrari, I think, tonight. Fuel consumption looks like for this layout. Let's see if I even have to lift. I guess we'll find out in about 2 seconds here. You know, the prototype, it got squirrely on that.
Green flag in sector 3.
Monza is such a good time with the GT.
The leader's just done it on 14.57. Yellow flag, sector 2. Green flag, sector 2. It looks like Harry has spun off.
About 5 more minutes left before I gotta dump out of this and go into practice and quali.
That time was a 1:45.02.
It's 1:45.
Brake temperatures look good.
Feels like it takes a lot of commitment to take this corner pedal all the way down. Not used to that.
Your front tyres are cold.
bet they are. See, all of me's cold for this. I was ready to race a prototype.
That time was a 1:44.30.
Exiting sector 2, yellow flag. We think Houston has gone off. Green flag, sector 2. The leader has just done a 1:14.33.
Ah, 140. That's fast. I'm going to be 3-4 seconds off pace at this rate. It'll be interesting though. Maybe removing that chicane will keep it a little cleaner. So we can take this in third gear. No big slide.
Exiting sector 1, yellow flag.
There's way too much time.
Yellow flag, sector 1 is now green. We think that Oliver has crashed. Sector 3 is green.
Tearing it up at Monza. Well, trying to. Had to do a quick switcheroo because I had converted the cockpit over to
That's
be
1:44.18.
prototype setup, and I was all excited about doing some prototype racing, and I can't find there's nobody in the splits. It seems like so. I'm like, well, I guess my only option during the week is to do GT. So I had to quickly convert the cockpit back over. Remove all the bolstering, change the wheel, do a bunch of stuff,
Sector 1, yellow flag.
and then get ready to do GT, which is cool. I mean, I'm excited about
P4's
it
gone off.
because I like GT anyways, but I was really looking forward to doing some prototype racing. So I may have to wait till this weekend to do a bigger prototype race. Seem to get a lot more Europeans during that time frame. So the splits are more full. Dirt.
Watch the track limits, please, Rick.
I'm actually going to probably pit this time around because it's almost time and I got to adjust my cockpit view a little bit here.
Sector 1 is green. Your tyres are cold. Watch out.
Guy go by. Encourage him to go by me.
Yellow flag in second clear left. Green flag sector 1.
Yeah, it's you know, I think it's Josh to comment on that. I think some people, I think there's just such a following on iRacing, and for whatever reason, and I can understand it. You know, iRacing offers all the IMSA stuff and yada yada yada, and you know, maybe that will change if LMU is able to pick up more tracks. That's kind of what I'm hoping. If they're able to somehow magically get some more American tracks, I think you're going to see more people picking it up. Here, I'm going to adjust some stuff here because my mirror is in the wrong spot. not my mirror, my flagger. I gotta adjust my camera position because I feel like I'm driving a U-Haul. There we go. Let's try that. Maybe like that. Gotta move the flag a little bit. Try to. That looks a little bit better. Alright, so I'm gonna jump out of this because it's about that time. Go back to the main menu and get ready for the race to start. Here, I'll turn that. Yeah, I really wanted to do some prototype racing, so I was really excited for it, and I converted everything over, put the bolsters in, put all the other stuff in, got it ready to go, and then yesterday I logged in and tried to find myself a nice juicy prototype race, and the splits were empty. I'm like, what the hell, you know? And so I'm like, all right, well, so I tried it again tonight, and bam, same thing again. And I was like, well, I guess my only option is to then is to just convert it back over to GT and do GT racing during the week, and then on the weekend when I'm able to race a little bit earlier where there's a lot of Europeans on, then I can jump into a prototype. I mean, like right now, GT3 Fix, there's almost 250 people in this queue. So it's not that there aren't people on here, it's just that I think there's not a lot of easy stuff to get into. So like, I think if LMU is smart, what they would do is like do a GT3 race, followed up by a mixed class beginner race or something like that. Because I don't care if I race an LMP2 or GTP. I just wanted to race a prototype. So yeah. I'm reading your text here. Wow, 570. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, you can get really good at it, but they do. I mean, I'll argue it gets a little stale. You know, like in ACC, that was like, oh, yay, Monza again. And it came to the point where the only tracks I was racing was Monza and Spa. You know, I really wanted to race like Watkins Glen or something else. And so it was kind of frustrating when you wanted to do like some American tracks or just have some more variety. And, you know, LMU's got some great variety of the tracks. You know, I'm really digging it. But if they were able to figure out a way to pick up like Road America or, you know, or Daytona or some of those, man, I would love to see Daytona in LMU. I bet you it would be absolutely gorgeous. And, you know, I can hardly even do Daytona in iRacing because it lags so much, you know. Here, waiting for this to start. Oh, there we go. Practice is up. Yeah. Oh, I mean, Road Atlanta and the Glen would be awesome. All right, let me get out here and get some more practice in here. I'm getting used to this Monza without the death corner. It's a little weird staying flat out. So you talk Long Beach. Long Beach.
Just 2 minutes left.
I
2 minutes to
love
go.
Long Beach in iRacing, and knock on wood, plastic or whatever, I tend to be pretty good at it. It's just brutal.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit.
You know, no room for error with the
We need to
walls,
get some heat into them.
and it's just an incredibly physical track. Yeah, I went to the Glen once in real life too. That's actually where I got to do that hot lap in the Supra for Father's Day. My oldest son, when he was working for that GT3 team, was over there competing with his team. That's the only time I've been. But I hope to go back and see an event. Yeah, Watkins Glen is super cool. Yeah, Brands Hatch is pretty cool too. I like Brands Hatch. It's the smaller tracks, the smaller and like technical tracks are interesting. Like Lime Rock is really cool. I've gotten to film that a couple times, spectate, and it's small, but it's really fun. I mean, I know some people hate Sebring. I love Sebring. It's rough and challenging. I mean, like, you take, like, Spa. Spa is just fast and flowy. It's fun in its own way. I mean, each track has its own personality.
That's the end of the session. 10th position.
Do some quick fuel calculating, I think. Oh, glitch in the matrix there. Let me see. Monza. Supposedly this is a 1.75 minute lap. It's a 20-minute race. Gotta do some quick math here. So 20 divided by 1.75 equals 11-ish. I gotta go quali. Gotta do some math for fuel. But first, I gotta go quali, take some fuel out of this pig. Bahrain. So yeah, Fuji was a little odd at first too. I had a really hard time with Bahrain early on in the GTEs. It was so slippery. It was like really, really slippery. It had a really, really hard time keeping it on track and getting any flow going. And whatever changes they've made have helped a lot.
Track's clear. Push, push, push. Okay, Rick, we've got 6 minutes to set a lap. The brakes are cold, be careful.
Yeah, I noticed earlier when I was running around here that there was a Beamer that was chasing me around and he just carried like more speed, you know. But every car has its strengths. Usually the Ferrari is pretty good all around. I just grabbed the Ferrari tonight just as a quick. I wanted to try something different and figured out what the hell, I'll just give it a go. But we'll get some qualifying in here. Like I said, I gotta do some quick math. I don't mind the fixed setup because in theory it levels the playing field a bit. And it's hit or miss.
Okay, Rick, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
I like the idea of just jumping in a fixed setup and knowing that everybody's got a canned setup, that nobody's exploiting some weird thing like I always heard about ACC where people exploited speed by just dumping their tire pressure or weird things like that. But honestly, I want to spend more time racing, less time setting up. I just wish they would have a beginner entry that's multi-class. Yeah, where you could race either LMP2s and GT3s or something. The Corvette feels slow, and the Aston Martin just pushes a lot. Well, and so to your point, though, that they need to do a better BOP, if that's the case. It seems like, you know, people really avoid the Aston. But maybe it's just driver preference to the vehicle. I've seen some Astons be really fast. I don't know. I gotta give the Corvette another go. I haven't driven it in a while. It just seemed to me like it struggled to be fast. Oh, yeah. Well, but that's my point, is that they need to develop more appropriate fixed setups if they're going to go that route. You know, if they're going to do a fixed setup, you got to make sure it's fair.
That time was a 1:44.86.
Yep. Oh, I agree. I hear you. But that would explain why the GT3 Corvette always felt slow to me.
Left, 2 minutes.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're probably right about the Beamer. Well, the devs have the ability to fix it. Hopefully they are proactive with the BOP hammer. At least in the fixed setups, as you put it. We need to get some heat into them. The thing about the Ferrari, both this one and the GTE, is it always just felt pretty balanced. Oh, nice. Yeah,
That's half fuel. You've used
like
half
to.
your fuel.
I'd take one for a spin. I'm really hoping, I mean, I've got a BMW as a daily driver and I like it, but I'm really eyeing the idea of getting a Mustang GT.
1:44.27.
Thing is, where I live here in Vermont, you can't drive it year round. Yeah, my wife wants a Maserati. I'm up for that. I wouldn't mind like a Quadrifoglio, one of the Alphas. They're pretty cool. I'm just not. I mean, I like BMWs. I enjoy my BMW.
That's the end of the session. E13.
I just the nose on the new ones I struggle with. It's just like a big old beaver mouth. Nice. Yeah, I've got the 435, so I've got the 6-cylinder turbo, which is pretty good. I mean, I would love an M4, one of the previous generation ones. But the price of an M4 over here in the States, it's rough. But yeah, I'd like to get a Mustang GT.
Lap 1:43.77.
I'd cut a couple seconds down, that's good. Okay.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
That was fast. Hold on, let me put in some gas. We'll do 14 laps. Let me make sure it actually gave me 14 laps. It did. Okay. It has a tendency to screw me on fuel for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, you're in the States. I'm sorry. For some reason, I'm thinking you're over in Europe. Yeah. We're actually, we've got to drive to, make sure I got feedback here. Okay, everything's good to go. Yeah, I mean, I drove, so I live up in Vermont. I ended up driving all the way to Baltimore to get my BMW. I had I had a 2015 STI, 15 or 16. I think it was a 15. Traded in my STI for the at CarMax for a 435, a blue 435, and it's a nice car. It's real nice, super comfortable, good power, plenty fast. But I think that, you know, eventually, like I said, I'd really like to pick up a Mustang GT. They're just cool, loud. But, you know, up here in Vermont, you can only drive it, you know, half the year. No, and I agree with you. I hope with the new content, I hope they bring the 2025 content a little bit earlier. Would be fun, like midsummer or something like that would be pretty sweet. So you still get to play with it during the
Formation lap has started.
All right, so I'm starting P15, kind of towards the back. Got some stuff going behind me. Nice, Philadelphia, yeah, I'll be flying through there this week.
Green flag, green flag.
Left is on the right, 3 wide. Still there. Left side. Clear left.
Decided to let that McLaren go a little bit.
Brooks is now leading. Nice one, Rick. Good start.
Nice way to close that door there, buddy.
Car left. Still there. Clear left.
Yeah, we're headed to Florida next week, and gonna be flying through Philadelphia on the way down. Yeah, it was. Although that McLaren tried to kill me a little bit. He was kind of zigzagging a little, like he was trying to somehow guard both sides. And then he tried to muscle me a bit going into that corner. I was like, all right, dude. I was able to get the spot back.
Time 1:57.06.
No, because actually IMSA Sebring is the weekend we're down there, but we're actually down there for medical reasons related to my wife. We got to go see a doctor. So it's more for personal stuff. A little bit of luck, we'll be able to make it down to Sebring for the World America stuff, or GT America stuff. Glitching going on. Yeah, it's in a nutshell, she's had a bunch of spine surgeries, and her surgeon's down there because the medical community up here in Vermont doesn't seem to want to touch it. So we go down there, see her surgeon down there. So there's just, you know, Florida, there's such a massive medical community. But we usually try to take a little bit of time, go to Disney, see friends, because we have family and friends down there. Slidey, slidey. I need to get on and get up under this Corvette here so I can play with these guys.
Time 1:44.16.
I think I can catch up. the tires come up to temp.
Looking out to Evans. Ahead is now
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I'm sure it'll go good. Just another round of this. So I'll be taking a good week off from racing. Got to get it in now.
P11.
All right, my man. Let me get up on you, Corvette. I want to play with these kids. I haven't driven the Ferrari in a bit too, so I got to kind of ease my way back into it. This guy's not going to yield, so I'm going to back off a little bit.
Cold tires all round. Front is Kravinsky, 15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go. Alright, Rick, relax, focus, keep it smooth. Left side. Still there. Still there.
This guy sticks it on the outside here.
Clear left. Fastest lap for Elliott, 142.17.
Time 1:44.64.
Yeah, you know, that's true. And that's an important perspective. Same thing with jobs. Family is far more important than a job.
Car right. Hold your line.
Steal this from me.
Clear right.
That's a nice pass. Where did you get that speed from? I lifted a little bit because I thought he was going to kill me. Talk about premature braking. Holy crap. Well, it's good though, you know, everybody needs their own hobby, needs some space to do things that bring joy to their lives, for sure. But it's definitely a balance. True of everything in life. Get some draft off this guy. I want to stay with him.
That's a new fastest lap for Oliver, 142.08.
Okay, Ferrari, tow me, man.
Lap 1:44.62.
No, I agree. I love LMU. I'm just having so much fun with it. It's a good pass on the Ferrari.
Alright, Rick, the next car is Evans. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Incident in Sector 1, yellow flag. Green flag in Sector 2.
This guy's going to rejoin and screw everything up here. The guy's in the dirt over there. What are you doing over there, buddy? He broke his car. Nah, I'm a big fan of LMU. Everything just nails it.
Sector 1 is green.
Mustang must be pitting or something because that was a really odd corner. threw off the chi of the Corvette in front of me. Which
That
meant
time was
that,
a 1:44.2.
the Corvette and I kind of lost some ground. Yeah, I haven't touched iRacing in a bit. I need to, but I just haven't had the motivation.
Your front tyres are cold.
Lost my run, but I didn't want to die. I didn't want to stick my nose in there as that guy was getting ready to apex because I could see it killing both of us. Didn't want to be a dive bomber.
Okay, Rick, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Half distance.
Yeah, I'm going to do the GTE after this in the Ferrari at Bahrain.
New fastest lap for Oliver, 1:41.64.
Time 1:43.62.
Need to get up here. Yeah, go for it, man. I'm going to give it a go. Like I said, after this one, I'm going to try to do that race. And then this weekend, I'm going to try to hit some prototype stuff where we have a better chance of having a full split.
Right sides are cold.
I wouldn't mind having a Corvette in real life. I just don't have a garage to put it in. My in-laws have a ton of cars. They have 2 Corvettes.
The gap to Evans in front is now 1.0 seconds.
They're big into hot rods and sports cars. They've got a pretty big stable of toys. Catch this gap up here.
Air temp's falling. It's now 73 Fahrenheit.
Pushing a bit. Tires are getting a little worn. Yeah, I love the Corvette GT. It's pretty cool.
Lap 1:43.47.
The sound of the Corvette though just feels
good.
off. Like it could be a little bit better. In this sim anyways. The sound in iRacing of the Corvette GT3 is not bad. Let me think. What's it's Jordan and what's his brother's name? I ran into one of them, I think.
Yellow flag.
Was it Jordan? I ran into one of them at IMSA in December, in January this year. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Let's see if I can use this guy to call me.
Lap 143.23.
Ricky, yeah, no, I think it was actually Ricky Taylor I ran into.
Car left. Still there. Clear left.
Yeah, lifted. Didn't want to roll out into him. I'll get him later.
E10.
Yeah, Ricky, that's right. No, it was Ricky that we ran into. Getting ready, they were all the drivers are coming out of the drivers meeting as they were getting ready to head out to get ready for all the staging. It was pretty cool. Nice. That's cool.
5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
We actually got to go into their pit space before the race and get a tour of their setup because my oldest boy made friends with one of their techs working when he was working at GT3, and so he knew him and he went over and we kind of hung out and just got to see their setup, all the screens and everything. It was pretty cool. Get up here on this McLaren. Maybe I should have taken that pass when I could have forced it.
Lap 144.18.
That was a slide. Check out, if you can, when you get a chance, go out and check out my coverage of Indy, the Indy race for Fanatec, the GT World stuff, because I ended up having, we had media passes for that, so I was able to shoot from the pits, the pit stops. It was pretty cool being near the WRT
That time was a 143.88.
pit and catching guys coming in and out of cars going over the wall. I got some pretty cool footage of that race. It's probably a year and a half ago, but it's in my. I have a playlist on YouTube of just my just the race coverage. All right, I need to try to catch this guy.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
I think I can. I don't screw up. If he screws up, I think I can get him.
Right side tyres are cold.
I feel like I'm a little faster than him. Stay over there. Whoa. Oh, crap.
Sector 2 is clear.
I don't know how I missed that guy. I think I just killed my bridges.
Between the lines, please, Rick.
I don't know how the back of my car missed the nose on that car.
Yellow flag in sector 3. It looks like Smith has binned it. Green flag, sector 3.
Yeah, that was close. I should, if I had time, I'd go back and watch that replay because I must have missed him by inches at best. Whoa, missed my braking point. I think I just gave that guy a break. I had something pop up on my screen and it distracted
Lap
me. It was
144.23.
the engineer's message about 1 minute left. And I looked up, and in the time that I looked up, I missed my braking point. I think I could catch this guy if I had a few more minutes. All good. No, I'll take it. I'm in P8. I'll still probably lose points, but I'll tell you, my reflexes have saved my ass so many times. In real life too. That tripper I drove down to get that BMW in Baltimore, we almost lost the STI coming over a bridge in I guess what is it, Delaware? Coming over one of the main bridges, and a truck in front of us lost an aluminum ladder, and it landed right in front of me, and I had just barely enough time to snap the car to go around it. But it was one of those big aluminum ladders came off the truck and just skittered along the pavement in the bridge where it was 3 lanes and there was like no room to move. But somehow I managed to miss it.
Well done, mate. Good finish.
But I was literally on my way down to turn the car in. It traded in for the BMW, so that would have like ruined everything. All right, let's jump out of this. Cool. All right, that was good. I'll check out after this. I'll check, see if I gain any points. But yeah, no. If I had here, let me mute that too. If I had hit that, it would have it would have destroyed the whole front of the car. But it was one of those pickup trucks that had the big metal rack on the top, and I heard it and I saw it happen, and I saw the ladder just come right off the back of the truck right in front of me. All right, so GTE. Let me sign up for this real quick. Gotta move up here so I can see what the hell car I'm gonna drive. And I'm going to drive that one. Let me register for that, and then I'm gonna step away real quick and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I decided to jump in a quick session here. Just got to move some stuff around because my flag and display is in the wrong spot. It's got to go over here. And hold that thought for a second. Got to fix my flag. Make sure it's in the right spot. Otherwise, it's going to mess me up. So let me see. Here we go. Start drive. Boom. I got my flag in the right spot. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a nerd. I guess I like to have that level of immersion a little bit better to where the flags are in the right places. Makes me pretend I'm in a car. Get rid of that thing. Now I can actually see my menu. But yeah, and I made this. Oh, you decided not to race, just gonna watch? Okay, cool. Yeah. I've got about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna get out here and try to whip out some quick laps. I just want to make sure I didn't bump my. Make sure I bumped the camera. No, okay, good. All right, let's do it. I get out here and do some quick laps in the GTE and get acclimated to the GTE now. This is, I guess this is Bahrain outer. No, I mean, definitely VR is easier. I just want to touch stuff, though.
Its exit is clear. Don't cross the line. So let's get some heat into these brakes.
Let's do that, Jim. I have not driven the Ferrari in Bahrain.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
In a while, and certainly haven't on the outer loop circuit.
We can see racing has been dead. Green flag sector 2.
That's the outer one, yeah. No ABS and cold tires.
What? Yellow flag sector 2 is now yellow.
All right. What the hell?
The bodywork's in pretty bad shape.
So I'd like to point out that it was not the circuit that I thought it was. Let's try that again with less smashing. I thought it was the outer circuit. Those barriers say nay nay. All right. I bet you I'm not the only one that did that. The reason I thought it was that one as well is because the yeah, I see. Yeah. I thought, I would have sworn
Push now.
the
sector
image that it showed
like in sector 2.
was the outer loop one, but no, you're right. Alright, we won't do that again. I know you did try to tell me. You did. It was totally on me. It's kind of like when you turn down a one-way street and you're like, what the hell?
Yellow flag sector 1.
I'll have enough time
sector
for
2 is green.
like one lap.
Yellow flag. We think that Ardo and Jen have spun out. Sector 2 is now green.
No, you definitely tried to tell me. That's all on me. I actually prefer this circuit. I like this layout. Yeah, totally chalk that one up to Rick not paying attention.
Incidents in sector 2, yellow flag. Green flag for sector 2. Green flag sector 1.
Slide way wide. Yeah, the outer one is just, you think the outer is easier? That one really tight section is super tricky.
flag, sector 3. Green flag in sector 3.
I'm gonna pull over here and jump out
P8.
because it is time to.
Incident in sector 1. Sector
get
1
into
is yellow.
this. Go to main menu.
Sector 2 is yellow.
All right.
That's the end of the session. P8.
P8. Well, 130 or so people signed up for it. Let's see if I have any fuel figures for GT at Bahrain. I got the Corvette here. It's about 10 laps of fuel. The cars are pretty similar though, fuel consumption wise, it seems like. Yeah, the outer loop at Bahrain, it's not bad. It's just that one little section that it's really super tricky. Nice. So you've actually been on it in real life? Or you mean like watching on, or have you actually been on the track? Or you're talking one, I see you say one IRL on board, so I'm just curious what you mean. Yeah, I started sim racing. Oh, you watch it on board, okay, yeah. I started sim racing, I mean, again, years ago. I'm 55, so I mean, I was doing it way back with a Logitech wheel or whatever, you know, the gear-driven wheels, the cheap ones, and racing on an Xbox, even PlayStation way back. There was a GT3 game, or whatever they called it, just GT game way back, and I don't remember, but the coolest car in the game was like an M3, and that was on the PlayStation 2, I think. Super cool, super fun game, but you know, you'd play it in front of a TV and you know, do it. And then it wasn't until my oldest went off to college and he started sim racing that he did iRacing with his buddies in school, and he kind of gave me that fire to give it a try again. And so brought the wheel up, had a gaming seat-ish kind of thing and a TV, and I jumped in, and that's when I ended up selling my rallycross Subaru that I had been building. But this was like during COVID, and it was looking like I wasn't going to be able to get out and actually do any real life rallycross. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just sell the Subaru and get into sim racing. And then it's just been downhill ever since. I've taken, you know, head dive into
just 2 minutes left,
immersion.
2 minutes to go. Exit's clear, push.
But now with the Audi,
Brake temperature's on. We need to get
and
some
now with the
meters
Audi,
left.
now it's like it gives me a chance to do something track related if I want to. Hopefully, once spring comes, I'll be able to
Sector
get
1
work
is
on
yellow.
it.
We can see Hodge has stacked it.
Let this guy go by.
Green flag in second, car left, clear left.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people really got into it during COVID. I mean, what else are you going to do? Yeah, and from what I understand, there's just such a massive explosion of sim racing due to COVID.
Yellow flag in sector 2. It looks like Cola has binned it.
Cola. Well, yeah, I mean, I got rid of my Subaru early on in COVID, sold it to somebody who thought he wanted to get into rallycross, and then bought one of the only available computers at that time because we couldn't find anything
We
due
think
to COVID.
Shannon has gone off.
And had one big monitor, got a computer. Well, I didn't have a big monitor. I had a big TV, and then eventually triples. And then finally got a direct drive wheel. Kind of chewed my way up from there. And then 2 years ago when we went to Watkins Glen and I was able to get that hot lap, kind of gave me the
That's the end of the session.
desire
14th.
to find something I could theoretically put on track. So found that Audi TT. I've got actually a video breakdown of that car, kind of some of the stages of development it's been going through. But I like to tinker and I like to fabricate stuff, so I'm going to be putting you know, a splitter, diffuser, and a wing on it, and a bunch of other things. Yeah, and the Logitech stuff, I mean, you can't go wrong. It's a good place to start. It's affordable. Gets you going, gets your feet wet, helps you determine how deep in that rabbit hole you might want to go once you get hooked. All right, quality time.
Pit exit looks clear. We have 6 minutes to do the business.
Do my business.
Your brakes are cold, be careful.
Thanks, Jim. Yeah, I have never tried VR. Maybe I will at some point. Tires up. Dirt rally too, hell yeah. Yeah, I've got that sitting on my computer right now, and I want to do a stream. I want to do some rally stream. I mean, up here in Vermont, everything's rally.
Okay, Rick, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
No, I bet it is. I have base shakers on this one, which is going to feel the dirt in just a second since I'm on 5.
The track temperature's rising.
I have a bunch of those rally games, and honestly, for the Xbox, and I don't remember much of the differences between them, to be honest. It's been a while. So much time I got left? 4 minutes, huh? I had to reload everything into my computer because I just picked up that new computer just for Christmas, so it's all kinds of work to get it up and running. Oh yeah, like there's a guy locally here has a Lancia Fulvia that occasionally you'll see out in the summertime. I'm like, oh, that thing is so cool. I've got that Fiat X19 sitting in my driveway that I got super cheap, and it was gold and ugly as hell and in pieces. And I've started, the motor's in the basement, I've rebuilt the motor, and I rebuilt the motor, started doing the body work, and I started repainting it like the traditional red with the black hood. And it's going to be turned into a historic rally car for doing rallycross, just fun stuff in the fall. But
That time was
don't have a garage, so it makes it a little bit
3.75.
complicated. It's kind of hard to work on stuff when it's snowing. Little bit of luck. I hope to do a video on the Audi once I get it going, and then I think it'd be cool to do a video on the Fiat once I eventually get around to that. But because a lot of the travel that we have to do last few years, it's been kind of limiting my time.
Car right, clear right.
Yeah, when I got that Fiat, it was like, I think it was like $600, maybe $800, and like all the parts were sitting in the cabin of the car. It basically looks like somebody drove it until 84, 85, and then parked it, and it had been sitting in a garage or in a barn.
The leader was just done
waiting for something.
0.5 seconds.
Ended up getting like 3 sets of wheels.
Tires are cold, watch out.
Little bit of. One more lap out. Yep, should be able to.
That time was a 2:03.71.
A little deep. Too deep. Lost some time.
That's the end of the session. P9.
Well, the other thing too with the project stuff is that I'm actually in school. I mean, I work full time, but I'm also in college doing a doctorate. So free time is a luxury. I mean, it's amazing I'm able to do as much sim racing as I can and do the content stuff with college and everything else. Plus parenting and having pets and all that jazz.
Lap 2:03.43.
All right, let's go jump out of this. Go back to the garage. So, 20-minute race. About a 2-minute lap.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
So I'm gonna go with, I gotta put some fuel in the car. Go with, I'm gonna Go with 13 laps. I'll go with 13 and a half laps. Probably don't need that much, but I like to go. I don't mind going a little extra on the fuel because I've seen too many people run out of fuel due to miscalculation. So hopefully, cross my fingers, that's enough. Yeah, no, I didn't lock up. That's a good thing. Well, like going from GT3 to GTE, it's definitely a whole. I think a lot of people go into it and they go into that first corner thinking that the brakes are going to be there, and surprise, you don't have them. I mean, heck, in this practice session just before this quali, the guy, one of the Porsches in front of us, just looped it right around. Get right into the. Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, like, the thing that I noticed, I used to just let the thing just fill the tank, and I did notice it did impact the performance of the car, carrying, say, twice as much fuel as it needed to, with the GTs and the GT3s. So I try to be a little bit more conscious of making sure I am putting in enough fuel to ensure that I can get to the end of the race and then a few extra laps. Which
Formation lap has started.
Places like LeMans, that's super tricky because one extra lap is a lot of fuel. Oh, people. Let's go. Put it in gear, my man. It's P9. There's really not too many people in front of me. What is it?
Green flag, green flag.
On your right. He's still there. Clear right. Car right. And you're in the middle.
This guy in the orange.
Still there.
Aston Martin's being tool.
Clear left. Clear all around. We think that Ardo was crashed. Got a tiny bit of bodywork damage there, just ignore it. Car left. Clear left. Good start.
Gave up one spot to the orange guy, but that's fine. Let's see if I can get it back.
Green flag, sector 1. Sector 3 is now yellow. It looks like Hodge has binned it. Sector 3 is clear.
If I can catch up to these guys, I could have some fun.
Red flag in
Front
sector
5 or
3.
6.
Lap 2, 13.13.
P6.
I don't mind letting people get by me a little bit, knowing that they're probably going to go off at some
flag.
or spin.
Right side's clear. I think that Shannon has spun off.
Or that. So now I need to extend
Driver in
this.
front of us is Dimitri.
Dimitri is dirty.
Green flag in sector 2.
Yeah, those Ferraris behind me are catching fast. This Iron Dame's Porsche or whatever it is doesn't seem
Time
like it's
2:04.72.
Gap to Dimitri. Ahead is now 0.9. The guy behind has just done a 203.59.
I really need to get around this Porsche.
Sector 3 is yellow. Okay, Rick. 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. We think Ardo has gone off. Sector 3 is clear. Green flag. Yellow flag, sector 2. Green flag, sector 2. The gap ahead is now 0.7.
The Iron Dame's a pretty cool team. I got to check out their trailer. I almost bought some stuff, some merch when I was at Daytona at the Rolex. They had a pretty cool setup. I like what they do. I think, you know, inspiring girls
Incidents in sector 2, yellow
for
flag.
racing, I think is super cool.
Right tyres are cold. Car in front is Pedro.
I gotta pay attention. I had a thing pop up on my screen talking about losing chat, but
Lap
gotta catch this
2:03.60.
Sector 2 is green. Run out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. Gap to Elliott behind is now 0.9. Got cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them. Yellow flag, caution.
this Ferrari is catching.
Sector 2 is clear.
What is Sarah Bogey doing this year? I got distracted by this Ferrari.
On your right. Hold your line. Hold your line.
All right, nice talking, Josh. Catch you later.
Still
Go see
there.
you, lady.
hold your line. Right side's clear. Keep pushing, we might get him. Car left, clear left. Incident in sector 3.
Went extra deep on that.
Leader's just done a 201 and 14. We think Elliot's
That time was a 2:04.01.
Sector 2 is yellow. It looks like Doom has stacked it. Yellow flag in sector 1. Green flag in sector 3. Green flag sector 2. Alright Rick, the next car is Dimitri. Warned about track limits.
That was a sloppy part.
Yellow flag. We think that Shannon spinned it. Sector 1 is green. Right side tyres are cold. Fastest lap for Catherine, 2:00.8 seconds. Okay, Rick.
Time
Hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no
2:02.84.
mistakes. Green flag in sector 2, we're halfway home, we're okay on fuel. P3. Yellow flag in sector 2. Right side. Still there. Clear right.
I love this guy flashing behind me. So he wants to go by and I'm not giving it to him. Dude, I'm not going to give it to him.
Car right. Still clear right. Don't let him get away.
It's a good pass though. Figured he'd shoot harder. Might as well make him think I'm in rear end. Let's just hope I don't.
Lap 2:03.51.
Car in front of us is Nikolai. Sector 2 is now green.
guy's butt. Maybe make him make a mistake. At least make him work for it a little bit.
Your tyres are cold, watch out. Please, Rick. Yellow flag, sector 3. We think Eric has crashed. Sector 3 is green. Stay
Time
close. Wait for him to make a mistake.
2:03.56.
See, Pedro has gone off. Green flag in sector 1.
Hey there, buddy. Back. Whoa. That was interesting.
Rick, you've used half your fuel.
Interesting little lag attack there. Scared the hell out of it.
Time
Just done
2:02.92.
That's your quickest lap in this session. We need to be in front of this guy.
I agree, Jim. I'm working on it.
Yellow flag, sector 2. Left, 2 minutes.
See if we can catch up with this Aston Martin up here. That'd be fun. I don't think it's going to happen, though.
The leader has just done 2:00.9 seconds.
Lap 2
White flag, last lap. You've just done a 201.80.
Chug bud. Catching me right at the end of my race.
Sector 1 is yellow.
Last lap.
We think that Hunt has binned it.
By this guy again. I'm pretty slowing down, not getting faster.
Green flag sector 1.
But not going to happen. Oh yeah, you're on your phone. Cool. Yeah, that's a good race.
P4. Okay, it's over. Good drive.
That was fun. That was a good race.
Okay, pit stop requested. Car right. Still there. Clear right.
That was good. Let me jump out of here. Hopefully. Let's go. Good stuff. All right. So I'm going to jump out of here, and I'm going to check on the results of the last two races. Go to this screen. Replay screen. Yeah, Chug, I'm just getting ready to wind up for the night. I had hoped to do, as I was saying earlier before you got on, excuse me, I had hoped to do, I was going to do some prototype racing, but it's so hard to find splits. So hard to find splits here in the States that have multi-class stuff, so I had to quickly convert the cockpit back over to being GT racing, and got in a couple GT races. So let's check the results. So the first race I did, ended up finishing P8. Let me see what it gave me. Yeah, sure. Let me mute my epic music here. The LMU up. Yeah, go ahead and ask. I can hang for a minute. So what did I do? I started 15th, finished 8th, gained no safety rating, again maxed out, and gained a teeny bit of driver rating. Not bad. Okay. So hey, any upwards progress is good progress. Let's see if the results are in. So the results for Bahrain are in. Actually looks like I did pretty good. Let's see what I got on that. So on Bahrain, started 8th, finished 4th, and again, no safety rating. Expected me to finish 12th, actually finished 4th. So I got some decent points out of that, so I'll take that. But yeah, you know, far away. If you got a question, go ahead. Go right ahead. Okay, so good question. So question that I have for you is, do you have a sim rig, or like, do you have a cockpit? Are you going to be playing on a TV? And I'm assuming you want to play LMU. So the question I would have is, do you have a cockpit? What do you got? What are you going to get? You know, the G29, obviously it's a good place to start. for sure. I mean, a lot of people start out with that, and you know, if that's what your budget allows, that's a good place to start. But what kind of setup are you racing on? So no cockpit. Would it be like a chair, or like what would you be using to sit in? A desk. Okay. So here's a couple recommendations too. Take a look, depending on your budget, take a look at Facebook Marketplace, for example, or Craigslist or whatever. You will often find people, like case in point, up where I am in North Vermont, I just saw somebody selling a, I don't know if it was a play seat or something, one of the folding ones, with a MOZA R5 bundle. And the price was not high at all. It was very, very, very affordable. I was really surprised. I was like, man, it's too bad I didn't need another setup, or like a setup for someone else that I knew, because the price was that good. And it was the whole R5 bundle, the wheel, the pedals, and a seat. So I guess the point what I'm saying is that, no, a G29 is a great place to start, you know, to get you going and get you playing. What I would do is, depending if you're bent on new versus used or whatever, take a second to look at your local Facebook Marketplace. If I recall correctly, you're down kind of outside Atlanta, like an hour outside of Road Atlanta. Yeah, so what you may find is if you, what you may find is that if you look and you're not opposed to used stuff, you might be able to find something in the greater metropolitan area or something like that. Taking a look at like Facebook Marketplace, there's always people that do that. So they'll buy a G29, or they'll buy an R5 bundle, or they'll buy this or they'll buy that to get their feet wet, to get started. And then they're like, okay, yep, this is the thing. I'm going to be doing more racing, and I'm excited about this. And they want to sell, they want to move their used stuff in favor of buying bigger, better, more expensive gear, you know, because again, budgets and economies and jobs and responsibilities impact that. But you might be able to find something, the Six Sigma Slim Cockpit. Nice. I'm not familiar with that one. I'm actually really, I love mine. Again, mine literally is made out of 2x4s. I don't know if I ever told you that, but mine is literally made out of 2x4s and an actual racing seat. And what some people will do is they'll go buy 2x4s. They'll go buy $30 worth of 2x4s. They'll build their own cockpit. They'll go to the salvage yard, and for 25, 30 bucks, they'll find a seat out of a wrecked car, and they'll just bolt it right into it. So, you know, if you're pretty handy, that's a good way too. You know, you could literally go buy yourself a little bit of wood, go to the salvage yard, find, no, you can't tell it. No, you can't tell it. I'm not sure what you mean by that. No, you can't tell it. But yeah, you can, you know, you can go find a used seat and slap it in there and create something that's pretty comfortable. You get a lot of mileage out of it too. You know, but if for now, you know, the only option that you have is to play at a desk and, you know, and get started in that way, then absolutely a G29 or something like that is a great way to start. It'll get you going, it'll get you playing, and you'll have a lot of fun with it. And then, you know, it'll give you some time to either save up money or kind of wait and see what the future brings. Oh, I didn't tell it. Okay, so yeah, so I have a video. I released a video about a month ago that did a breakdown of my cockpit upgrades, and kind of what I did in fabricating this. Go back and watch that, please. Also, about a year ago, I did a video that was a deeper dive breakdown on kind of why I started doing the immersive stuff. And I think I go in better detail on that one, how I made the frame of the cockpit out of 2x4s. So I would say all in all, this entire, I'm looking around, this entire cockpit is probably like 3, maybe 4 2x4x8s. So, you know, with a little bit of creativity, if you if you're handy, you can go out, you can get $30 worth of wood and build your own cockpit. And then in the case of somebody who's just getting started, if you don't want to spend a ton of money, literally go to a salvage yard, and for 20, 30 bucks, you can find a an old seat, you know, a seat out of an old Subaru WRX or something like that, like a sporty feel seat, and you will get a ton of mileage out of something like that. And, you know, all in all, you'll be less than $100 into it, well less than $100 into it. And I think what you'll find is that it's going to be pretty comfortable. Probably more comfortable than playing like at a computer desk with a desk chair and stuff like that. Because the problem that you'll run into is that everything's going to want to slide around on you, and it can be complicated trying to find ways to lock the pedals down to the chair and everything like that. But again, if you're handy and you don't mind making it, yeah. Just don't want to make it fun to it. Well, there you go. Yeah, I mean, so there, and there's, again, you can take it as iterations. You know, if you go out like today and for $125 you go buy yourself a G29, you can get in, you can start playing and have a great time. And then if you're like a couple months from now, you're like, hey, you know, I want to make myself a cockpit, or hey, you know, I want to do this or do that. Definitely, starting with something like a G29. Starting like with something like a G29 is a really good place to get started. And I would say almost everybody, probably almost everybody, got started with a wheel kind of like that, getting their feet wet, and then they get addicted, and then they get sucked into it. Next thing you know, they're saving up their tax money and everything to go buy bigger and better, and then their wives look at you like, really? Okay, you know. And then eventually you end up with like half a car in your basement, and your wife's like, yeah, take it downstairs. Yeah, well, I mean, and again, if you're used to playing at a desk, then it'll be like old hat for you. But no, I think a G29 is a good place to start. You know, again, with the gear-driven wheels, they don't give you quite the same. They don't give you the same feedback as a direct drive. But at the end of the day, if it's what you can afford and it gets you playing and you're having a good time, go for it. I mean, who am I to say? Not everybody has the time, capacity, capability to go out and buy expensive gear. You know, at the end of the day, what's the goal? The goal is to get racing and have fun. So hopefully I answered your question fairly well. But yeah, no, I want to say my first wheel was like a G29 or something similar like that, and it worked great for quite a while. Here, I'm gonna prepare to log off here. Yeah, no, you're welcome, and by all means, anytime, ask me questions. I will give you my unfiltered feedback, because I'm all about people getting into racing and just having a good time. I mean, not everybody can afford to go out and go blow a bazillion dollars on a high-end rig. Hell, that's why I decided to make a wood rig. You know, that's exactly why, because I didn't have a lot of money, really wanted to race. Said, you know what, I've got tools. I can go to the corner store and buy 2x4s, and I like to make stuff, so screw it, I'm gonna go do it. And half the fun of it is the creation too. But yeah, no, good. Well, so when you get it and you get up and running, definitely let me know. I'll be rooting for you to get back into racing for sure. And I'm gonna log out here. I'm getting ready to cash it in here. Let me go to my chatting screen. But yeah, so sorry that I'm just catching you here, but I got to log out for the night, so I'm going to get ready to close up shop here. But again, I want to thank everybody that jumped into the stream and hung out and BS'd and watched me smash a Ferrari around a couple different tracks, Monza and Bahrain. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, I had hoped to do prototype racing tonight, but just nobody's on, so it's hard here in the States to get into a decent mixed class. But I think what I probably will do is this weekend I will probably try to get into a daytime prototype race, maybe even one of the special events. It's a little bit longer, a couple hours, maybe a couple hours, and get into something long. I was just reading your comment, Chug. Yeah, I'm not going to judge, you know, about your driving. I have not ever seen you race. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe you need to let me know what you're racing, what split you're in, and I'll give you a wide berth so that I don't get killed by you, is what you're implying, or vice versa. I'm not sure, you know. Nah, I've never seen you drive. You might be perfectly fine. You might be better than me. Hey, I don't really consider myself that as good of a driver. I'm just somebody that likes to run my mouth and make things, I guess, for lack of better words. But anyways, on that note, I'm going to log off again. Thanks everybody for coming. Again, please hit the like, please leave a comment, please subscribe. I'm going to log out for the night, and today's Wednesday, so I might stream again evening this week. If not, I'll be streaming this weekend because I'd like to do a daytime endurance race. But again, have a great week. Have a great weekend. If I don't see anybody, peace, and I'll catch y'all later.